They're off. They race over a mile and a half here for the Ribblesdale Stakes. Trefoil in the green with the white cap is slow to go. Alpine Star in the white colours and Anastasia dropped out towards the rear of the field. As the first one to show is Golden Lips with the cheek pieces on. Shows in front. A red cap for Frankie Darling. Runs quite keen in the early stages. Colour change West End Girl. Light blue jacket there for Sheen Murphy. Holds the position against the running rail and showing in third. So I Told You and Passionate together. And then comes Miss Yoda. The maroon and blue colours caught out a little wide as they raced downhill. Trefoil in the green. He started a tad slowly. Has moved up to be in halfway down the field, and Istimon and the nose-banded runner hold fast the next couple, and then Anastasia in green and red, and she's on the outside of Alpine Star, mainly white colours for Andret Zeni. As they've completed the first third of the journey, they're very well strung out. It's a good 4 to 5 length lead for Golden Lips and Josephine Gordon as they run round the turn towards the halfway stage. There'll be about 12 lengths first to last. Frankie Darling and Frankie Dettori sit in second position, and then the light blue West End Girl, Miss Yoda and Rob Havlin, the blue sleeve jacket, moved up into a share of third position. Passion and So I Told You, the next pair as they approach the last half mile, a length away to Trefoil, and then in Istimon. The orange cap behind those is Hold Fast, nose-bounded runner. She's got two behind her, Alpine Star and Anastasia, as they head then towards the home turn. They have just over a half mile to go. It's a reduced lead now for Golden Lips. She's only about 2 lengths ahead. Frankie Darling in second place. There's about a length and a half to West End Girl and on her outside Miss Yoda. Passion in the dark blue colours, making good progress, has come through almost in fourth position now. In Istimon and So I Told You, the next pair, and then Trefoil on the extreme right is labouring. They are down the straight and still Golden Lips has the advantage, but now Frankie Darling comes to join her and goes past her. Frankie Darling has gone through the lead here to Golden Lips, who's backing on well. Miss Yoda in Istimon on the right, the light blues coming with a late challenge. Alpine Star is running on as well, but Frankie Darling, she's clear. 3 length advantage now inside the last furlong. In Istimon in the light blue, James Dole on the outside trying to chase her down, but it's in vain. Frankie Darling, Frankie Dettori win. In Istimon in second, Passion in third, Alpine Star was next, Anastasia, Miss Yoda, and the pace-setting Golden Lips in line behind those 5, 6, 7.
And they're off, and Mekong has dwelt badly in the stalls as they set off on their 2.5 mile journey in the 2020 Gold Cup. And Naif Road on the inside, just about the leader with Withhold for Company in the blue with the white seams. Tracked in a white cap by Moonlight Spirit. Prince of Arran is wider out. And then tucking in is Stradivarius, followed by the grey Technician, a gap back to cross counter, and then the slow starter Mekong as they race through the first 2.5 furlongs and approach the stands, the long run to the stands, and it's Naif Road from Withhold, followed by Prince of Arran and Stradivarius together just behind Moonlight Spirit. Technician is back in 6th place, in 7th then cross counter, and finally Mekong. So Naif Road and Ryan Moore setting the pace here to Withhold, and Jason Watson in second. Moonlight Spirit, William Buick back in 3rd place. Prince of Arran, Melbourne Cup runner-up Andrea Azzini in 4th place. Stradivarius bidding to win this race for the 3rd year running in the hands of Frankie Dettori in the black jacket with the yellow cap. Also bidding for a 4-timer at Royal Ascot, having won the Queen's Vase in 2017. Further back is Technician under Sheen Murphy, the champion jockey. Cross counter past Melbourne Cup winner James Doyle is second last, and last of all is Mekong and Jim Crowley. They pass in front of the stands, and there's about 10 to 12 lengths first to last. Naif Road by 3/4 of a length to Withhold. In third is Moonlight Spirit. In fourth, Prince of Arran. A length and a half then to Stradivarius as the leader Naif Road just runs a little off the fence there. Behind Stradivarius, Technician, and they are followed by Cross Counter and Mekong. About to pass the 1.5 mile starting point, the King George starting point, so they've gone a mile in the Gold Cup and racing off the rail down the centre as they make the long run downhill towards Swinley Bottom. And Naif Road out in front, held together from Withhold in second. 2 lengths away to Moonlight Spirit. Another length and a half to Prince of Arran. 3 lengths then to Stradivarius, followed by Technician. And the last two are still Cross Counter and Mekong, but they're well strung out on the soft ground here. It's been raining all day. It's only just abated. Naef Road and Withhold getting momentum going down the hill, and they've kicked away from the others. Moonlight Spirit is third. Then Prince of Arran. Stradivarius must be a good 10 lengths behind the two leaders. Then Technician, followed by Cross Counter and Mekong. About to run now inside the final mile and into the bottom right-hand turn, and there'll be a good 15 lengths first to last. And it's Naef Road and Withhold who continue to apply the pressure. 3 lengths back to Moonlight Spirit, Prince of Arran, Stradivarius. This is going to be a real test. Technician further back from Mekong and Cross Counter. Inside the final 7 furlongs now, and it's pretty much uphill from here on in. And Naef Road still off the fence from in second place Withhold. 3 lengths to Moonlight Spirit. In fourth then is Prince of Arran. Stradivarius just getting a bit closer now up the inside of Prince of Arran. Technician is following Stradivarius all the way. Mekong and no move from Cross Counter and James Doyle at the back of the field. They're a bit closer bunched together now. Naef Road and Withhold still out clear, but the others covered by just a handful of lengths. Headed by Moonlight Spirit in third place. Stradivarius following him through. Then out wide is Prince of Arran, Technician, and then Mekong and Cross Counter. They begin to turn right-handed now with 3.5 furlongs left to cover, and still Naef Road and Withhold chased by Moonlight Spirit. Stradivarius into fourth, and Frankie Dettori having a look round there. He's looking pretty confident as they swing the corner, and now pulling wide Stradivarius chased by Mekong, and then Technician and Prince of Arran struggling, and Cross Counter, and out in front Naef Road. But here comes Stradivarius absolutely cruising along, breezing along on the bridle. In third place Moonlight Spirit. In fourth then is Withhold from Cross Counter, and now Frankie says go on Stradivarius, and it's an immediate response, and he quickens right away from Naef Road. 6 lengths, 8 lengths, it's going to be 10 lengths. He's going to absolutely streak them. The best stayer in the world, Stradivarius. 3 Gold Cups clear of Naef Road. In third Cross Counter and Withhold fourth. And they're off and away. Communique bounced out boldly, often makes the running. Prominent on the running rail near side is Alunak, and they're trapped by Ella Cam in the blue and white jacket. The white blaze dark blue jacketed Anthony Van Dyke probably just fourth on the running rail. Defoe is next back in the field, followed by Mirando. And then towards the rear, Eagles by Day is quite free from Fanny Logan, and Hamish is switched off at the back of the field as they run downhill covering the first quarter mile, and Communique at a swinging gallop. From in second, Alunak, Elakam on the outside of last year's Derby winner Anthony Van Dyke. Last year's winner is on the inside, Defoe in fifth place then, followed by Mirando, Eagles by Day, Fanny Logan, the filly, and Hamish. Running down the hill now, passing the mile marker and into Swinley Bottom, and it's Communique by a length and a half to Alunak. Ella Cam is close up third on the outside. Anthony Van Dyke running up against the rail. Defoe is off the inside now in fifth place in that yellow jacket, followed by Mirando out wide of Eagles by Day, Fanny Logan and Hamish. Inside the final 7, racing uphill now on their way back towards the home turn, and Communique really pressing on from Alunak in second place. Ella Cam is third. Anthony Van Dyke is on the inside of Defoe. 2 lengths away to Eagles by Day, and then Mirando still held up Fanny Logan, and Hamish remains the onlooker at the back of the field. So still Communique then as they race past the 5 and quickly on towards the 4. Communique has opened up by about 3 lengths, 3.5 lengths now over Alunak in second place. Ella Khan well poised on the outside. Anthony Van Dyke still there towards the inside. Ryan Moore just pushing along on the inside there of Defoe, followed by Eagles by Day, and then on the outside Mirando. Hamish passing Fanny Logan at the back of the field as they race past the 3 and into the home straight is Communique from Elecam. Then Defoe, who's just holding in Anthony Van Dyke up the inside Alunak as they race on towards the final 2 furlongs. And up front, Elecam just strikes the front from Communique. Getting up the fence, Alunak. Defoe doing Anthony Van Dyke few favours. Meanwhile, Fanny Logan taking off down the outside. And Fanny Logan has come sweeping by runners in the hands of Frankie Dettori, entering the final furlong, and has kicked 2 lengths clear of Alunak and Elecam Elicam and Defoe, and racing up towards the finish, it's another Royal Ascot win for Frankie Dettori, this time in the Hardwicke on Fanny Logan. Big run from a Lunac in second, tight for the minors. Hamish was running on the far side, then Anthony Van Dyke and then Elicam. And they're off. Racing away from the stalls, and More Beautiful, the favourite, away well in that dark blue jacket on the near side. Caroline Dale, though, showing the better early speed with Sands of Time. Far side Sardinia Sunset leading the way there with Peliquet. Campanelle is right over on the extreme left, rather detached from the other runners at the moment. Chasing that group on the far side, Happy Romance and Sacred in the red, white and blue cap, and then Star of Emirati. Down the centre more now, Caroline Dale from Dicky Dudar, who's very prominent, and then Gramata. Royal Approval is further back as well. And then on this stand side, More Beautiful now being asked a few questions by Ryan Moore from Scarlet Bear, Wings of a Dove, and from the back of the field, Mamba Wamba. They're running down towards the final furlong. Campanelle doing quite well on the far side with Sacred now, and these two are the leaders from Sardinia Sunset, Caroline Dale, and then from the back behind these is Happy Romance, but Campanelle has done it the hard way here and wins the Queen Mary. Some performance from stall 1. Sacred second, back in third then was Caroline Dale, far side Happy Romance, Scarlet Bear running on well as well, and just behind them Sardinia Sunset and Mamba Wamba. And they're off. Away. The American filly Sharing jumped out well, drifts towards the outside in the early strides. Love Locket is handy, Cloak of Spirits a little keen earlier on. Run Wild is towards the inside, and then in behind them Alpine Star. Quadrilateral is dropped in, and the back marker So Wonderful. Run Wild now gallops on into the lead from Cloak of Spirits in second. In third on the rail is Alpine Star, followed by Love Locket. Sharing now getting a bit more cover, getting in a little bit just to the outside of Quadrilateral, and 2 lengths last to So Wonderful. So racing pretty much uphill now, passing the 5 furlong marker, and Run Wild, who blazed the trail to win the Pretty Polly, is 3 lengths clear of in second Cloak of Spirits. Alpine Star is third on the inside of Love Locket. Quadrilateral is a close-up fifth, followed by Sharing, and still at the back So Wonderful. Passing halfway now and running right-handed into the home bend, and Run Wild still by 3 lengths to Cloak of Spirits. Just getting closer now, the horse in second. Quadrilateral has come through between Love Locket and Alpine Star. Sharing is behind these, and finally So Wonderful. They straighten up for the judge, and Cloak of Spirits easily goes by Run Wild. Here comes Quadrilateral with a run in the pink cap. Alpine Star trying to drive up the far rail. They're chased home by Sharing and Love Locket. Cloak of Spirits taken on by Quadrilateral, though she's leaning in, and Alpine Star on the far side with the rail to help her is now forging into the lead. It's Alpine Star. Sharing is staying on gamely down the outside, but the bird may have flown here. Alpine Star, Frankie Dettori for Jessica Harrington, goes on to an impressive win in the Coronation Stakes. Sharing second, Quadrilateral third, and running on for fourth was So Wonderful. And they're away. Wichita jumping out well to the outside of stablemate Royal Dornoch. Right up the inside is the other O'Brien runner, Arizona, in the dark blue jacket. They are tracked then by Positive and Threat. Pinatubo is settled towards the back along with Palace Pier. And Wichita is out wide of Royal Dornoch, who's under restraint. And then Arizona now driving up the rail. Threat goes handy, maybe a little muddling through the first quarter mile here. Positive with Palace Pier out wide, and Pinatubo is the back marker. Racing on towards the 5 furlong point from the finish, and the Guineas runner-up Wichita, the leader from Royal Dornoch. Threat on the outside, Arizona hard against the inside running rail, and they're followed by Palace Pier in the silver silks. Positive in the blue and white striped cap just ahead of Palace Pier, and the last one is last season's champion 2-year-old Pinatubo. They're running now inside the final half mile and into the final bend, and Wichita leads the way. Threat now poised to mount a challenge on the outside, followed then in between runners by Positive, Arizona the inside, Royal Dornoch, Palace Pier, and in behind runners still in that all blue jacket is William Buick on Pinatubo. He's now just angled out for a run down the home straight. Wichita taken on by Threat, who comes there strongly, but look at Pinatubo and Palace Pier. These two are galloping into contention now as they stretch on towards the final furlong. Wichita has ridden hard, Pinatubo challenging, Palace Pier on the outside. It's just Pinatubo. Palace Pier though is still attacking. Wichita is rallying on the far side. A three-way go in the St James's Palace, and Palace Pier is getting up in the last few strides, and Palace Pier wins. Ran down Wichita and Pinatubo, those two fighting it out for second, well clear of Threat, and then Positive Arizona, and at the back was Royal Dornoch.